Hey, thanks for tuning back in to Caffeinated CX, where we talk about customer experience and stuff, all in a hyper caffeinated state. I'm your host, David, the Caffeinated CXO, and I'd like to welcome you to the gritty, cutthroat arena of customer service. Customer service is a battlefield where satisfaction is the prize, and every interaction is a clash for attention. This is the Communication Crucible, the beating heart of the Caffeinated Framework, which you'll be hearing about a lot in the next few weeks. Hint, hint. Get ready because here we're not just talking about idle chit-chat. We're talking about a no-nonsense showdown where clear, concise, and precise communication isn't a luxury. It's the only way to win. It's more than just talk with communication. We're not just slinging words. We're orchestrating a strategic dance, a high-stakes symphony of information, emotions, and intentions. We're not just saying, we're conveying. We're crafting and molding conversations like masterpieces. This ain't basic, it's mission critical. The name of the game is to set the stage, create impact, and dominate the dialogue. Communication in our world is not casual conversation. It's a symphony, it's a high-stakes performance that goes beyond mere words. We're not tossing sentences around like dice. We're crafting a strategic dance that combines information, emotions, and intentions in a symphonic masterpiece. This isn't just a vocal exchange, it's a symposium of expression where every note counts. We're not just chatting, we're conducting an intricate orchestra of thoughts, feelings, and purposes. Each word isn't just spoken, it's an instrument in our ensemble. It's about setting the tone, creating the atmosphere, and guiding the rhythm of the conversation. This ain't a casual back and forth. It's an art form where we wield our words like skilled musicians playing their instruments. Sure, anyone can blurt out words, but that's not what we're about. We're crafting conversations that resonate, that move people, and that leave a lasting impact. It's about weaving a narrative, painting a picture, and sculpting an experience that customers won't forget. This isn't about being ordinary, it's about being extraordinary. We're not just reciting lines, we're not just reading off of a script. We're creating dialogues that are unforgettable. Let's not kid ourselves. This isn't another task on the to-do list. It's not just another box to check off on a QA form. It's the heart of what we do. It's not an optional extra. It's the nucleus of our mission. It's the difference between mediocrity and excellence, between satisfaction and loyalty. We're not here to just talk, we're here to command attention. We're here to captivate minds and to steer the conversation toward our desired outcome. So, when we step into this arena, we have to remember, it's not about the quantity of words, it's about the quality. We're not just saying, we're expressing. We're not just conveying, we're connecting. We're not just talking, we're orchestrating a grand performance where every note, every beat contributes to the symphony of a successful customer interaction. This isn't just communication, it's a mission-critical masterpiece. So, the Caffeinated Framework is a book I'm working on right now, and each letter of the word caffeinated stands for something. The C? Communication. So that's what we're going to be talking about this time, and then, as we go on. But we're still going to talk about communication right now. Sorry. Let's communicate about it. Let's talk about it. All right. So we have to think of our agents as battlefield technicians, right? They're not just answering questions, they're mapping out maneuvers. They size up the situation, dive into the customer's mind, and plan their approach like generals with a battle plan. We're not here to just solve problems, we're here to leave a mark. Each sentence is a calculated move, a step towards total victory. Right? So, as those battlefield tacticians, the generals leading the charge, what are their weapons of choice? Words. Precisely aimed and expertly deployed. See, it's not just about responding to inquiries. It's not just about answering questions, right? It's about dissecting the situation like a surgeon, analyzing every angle, every nuance. They're not just fielding questions. They're crafting a strategy that puts us in the driver's seat. They're not diving in head first. They're diving into the customer's psyche, decoding their needs, their emotions, and their expectations. So, our agents just aren't wearing headsets. They're donning their tactical gear. I swallowed while I was trying to talk there. They're sizing up the situation like commanders on the front line. They're strategists, mapping out their moves before the first word is ever spoken. This isn't a random chat. There we go. This is a mission with a clear objective. To not just solve a problem, but to create an experience that sticks. Right? This isn't about haphazardly stumbling through responses, right? Going through your Q&A and your knowledge base while on the phone. No. Our agents need to know everything. They need to know the playbook backwards and forwards. And that's the job of the leader, to make it crystal clear that they need to know. Knowledge is power. So, when they step onto that battlefield, that arena of customer service we were talking about earlier, when they step into the Communication Crucible, they're not just agents. They're strategic warriors. They're not just answering the questions, they're mapping out maneuvers that lead to triumph. They're not just solving problems, they're claiming a victory. One calculated sentence at a time. This is strategy, and in this arena, strategy is king. Right? Now, words as weapons. Our agents, they're engineers of dialogue, crafting their sentences like precision tools. And those tools, they're not just for show. They're designed to obliterate obstacles, diffuse tension, and pave a smooth road to resolution. Just like a surgeon picking the right scalpel, our agents pick the right words. It's not just about talking. It's about engineering a connection that sticks. So, there will be obstacles. There will be setbacks. There will be things that happen. But obstacles, they crumble in the face of our agents' linguistic artillery. Tensions, they dissolve like mist in the morning sun. What our agents wield isn't just casual conversation. It's a calculated arsenal of communication aimed at bringing clarity, resolution, and satisfaction. This isn't about throwing words against the wall and seeing what sticks. It's about precision, finesse, and impact. It's not about mere talking. It's about crafting connections that go beyond the surface. It's about constructing bridges of understanding that stand strong even when faced with the storms of frustration. Our agents don't just engage in conversation, they architect relationships. They're not just exchanging information, they're engineering understanding. Every sentence, every phrase, every pause is a building block in a structure of trust. They're not just agents, they're linguistic artisans, crafting dialogue that transcends the ordinary. But we're not just middlemen, either. The customer service department is not just the middleman in between sales and the customer. All right. I know a lot of people like to think that, but it's not true. It's not true. Not middlemen, they're architects of trust. Through words that hit like a sledgehammer in a good way, and conversations that hit you in the gut, our agents build bridges with customers. Every sentence is a chance to show we're not deaf to their gripes, right? We're not just in a dialogue, we're forging connections that last. So let's lay it all out there. This isn't just about transactions. It's about connections that run deeper than surface level interactions. We're not sitting on the fence as a middleman, we're actively building strong foundations of trust. This isn't just customer service, it's the architecture of relationships, and our agents are the master builders. And they're not just dealing with a one-size-fits-all situation either. Our agents just aren't call answerers. They're not just form fills. They're not just the people that pick up the ball when sales drops it, right? They're complexity navigators. Whether it's soothing an angry customer, breaking down tech gibberish, or embracing someone's personal baggage, our agents are the compass. They're guiding customers through this maze with a flashlight of clarity. In the realm of customer interactions, simplicity is often a rarity. We're not faced with cookie-cutter scenarios. We're in the midst of a complexity labyrinth. Our agents aren't just robotic responders. They're the navigators who chart a course through the intricate twists and turns. This isn't a routine task. This is a complexity navigation at its finest. So, what is the promise of the Crucible? The Communication Crucible is not some vague idea. It's our solemn vow. It's the guarantee that every word, every sentence gets the royal treatment. We're not just slapping words together, we're wielding weapons of impact. Agents who dive into this crucible, they're not just reps. They're dialogue dominators, experienced creators, and trust's best friend. So, to wrap things up here on this rather long episode of Caffeinated CX, where we talk about CX and stuff all in a hyper-caffeinated state, I like to say, in customer service, where satisfaction and loyalty is the ultimate prize and every interaction is a fierce clash of attention, we've delved into the heart of it, the Communication Crucible, a cornerstone of the Caffeinated Framework. We've peeled back the layers, revealing a world where communication isn't just talk, it's a symphony, a strategic dance, a precision-engineered masterpiece that goes beyond mere words. This isn't just a dialogue, it's a battleground where clarity, conciseness, and precision are the weapons of choice, and the stakes are nothing short of victory. From orchestrating conversations that resonate to meticulously strategizing each interaction, we've explored the battlefield where our agents don't just engage, they dominate. We have witnessed them crafting connections that are more than fleeting exchanges. They're bridges of trust that withstand the test of time. We've seen them navigate through the complexity maze, armed with their precision tools of communication, illuminating the path for customers. In this arena, communication isn't a casual affair. It's a mission-critical masterpiece. It's about creating impact, forging bonds, and engineering understanding. Our agents have emerged as architects of trust, dialogue dominators, and creators of experiences. They're not only spoken words, they're carved connections, orchestrated resolutions, and built relationships. As we step back from this journey through the Communication Crucible, let's remember this. Communication isn't a mundane exchange of words. It's an artistry that requires finesse, strategy, precision, and training. A lot of training. Our agents are not just call answerers, they're not just form fills, they're not just chatbots. They're composers of connection. They're not just solving problems, they're shaping experiences. They're not just in conversations, they're in the business of creating lasting impressions. So, the next time we venture into the battlefield of customer service, let's not just speak. Let's communicate with purpose, with impact, and with a commitment to uphold the promise of the Communication Crucible. Let's wield words as weapons, craft connections that endure, and navigate the complexities with clarity. Let's remember that in the realm of communication, each interaction is an opportunity to craft a masterpiece, a symphony of understanding, empathy, and resolution. Now, that's my little written out rant there that I skipped over a lot of. But the thing is, we need to get better at this, right? Customer expectations are rising exponentially, and a lot of companies can't keep up. They either don't have the resources, they're not diverting those resources correctly, they're not training correctly, they're just hiring anybody that can talk to someone and putting them in the seat. Oh yeah, you seem like a nice person, go take some calls. Things like that. And that's not the way to do it, right? Most people are not training this enough. A lot of call centers, they train scripts, they train systems. Scripts and systems. Systems and scripts. And nothing else. Customer service does not come naturally to a lot of people. Verbalizing empathy and concern without it seeming fake or scripted is a taught art. Most people don't come to it naturally, and that's okay. That's what your training is for, right? Now, to wrap it up here, I just have a couple of quick asks of you. If you got anything out of this, or if you're interested to see what the Caffeinated Framework is, then like, follow, subscribe, share this show so we can make it grow, so we can spread this message. The second one is buy my book. I have two now. I have the Blue Collar Call Center, which is about setting up a call center for the trades, plumbing, HVAC, electric, what have you. Also, I wrote a business fable set in a sword and sorcery world, and that one is called Steel and Soul. So be on the lookout for that one. So, and then my upcoming one, which will be out in a few months, is the Caffeinated Framework, and I'm still working on finishing that one up. So if you're interested, drop me a line. I'm most active on LinkedIn. This has been a really long episode, and I apologize. Bye.